My Invincible issue number 1 express order has arrived. Please leave a like if you're a fan of the Invincible series while the intro plays. Welcome back to Basement Collectibles, everyone, and if you're new here, my name is Jordan, and if you like CGC unboxings, comics, toys, movies, and arcades, please consider subscribing for more great content. So besides this CGC Express order that I'll be unboxing, I have a couple other items I'd like to show you guys that I've picked up in the last few weeks. So just to bring you up to speed, I bought this Invincible number 1 back at the end of April. The gentleman that was about 2 hours away was asking around just close to $1,000 for it, but we finally decided on $700. Some of the corners on this book were pretty rounded. I got this pressed by the Comic Doctor, so thanks again, the Comic Doctor. He did a great job on this book. The gentleman that I bought it from said his LCS guy that's had the experience of 20 years in comics said that this was roughly around a 9.6 and a 9.4 in the condition that it was in. But unfortunately, I'm really hoping to get something at least at the 9.0, but we'll see when I unbox it just because the rounded edges of this book. Again, the Comic Doctor did a great job with this book, so I can't imagine if I sent this in without being pressed what it was going to actually come back with all the marks on the front of the cover. So I did send this book express. I normally send one book in express with another order attached to it. That way the other 10 books at least save the 3 to 4 weeks receive time, but now CGC is claiming that there's no receive time wait. So if that's the case, I probably won't be sending another book express, especially if it's from my personal collection, which this is going to be. So I don't really need the rush. I don't need to pay the extra money to get the other books fast-tracked, I guess you can say, for the 3 to 4 weeks receive time if they're going to be already received by CGC and put into their system. Okay, I just saved you guys about 30 seconds of me trying to struggle getting this out of the box without looking. So here we have from Image, Invincible number 1 from 2003. I got the custom label with it, so it looks pretty nice from here so far. But again, I'm really hoping for something in the 9s. Like I said, after I got it back, I was a little worried with just how rounded the corners were after the press and clean. So here we go. I'll let you guys look first. And let's see if we get something in the 9s. How's it looking? 9.2. You know what? I'll take it. Like I said, I really thought this was going to be possibly in the 8s. I don't know if you can see it on video, but each corner is a bit rounded. It was well read, I guess, at the time, but I'm really glad. I thought I was going to have to call this video something like, I was promised in the 9s and I got an 8. Even though, again, person at the LCS is not a CGC grader and you have to go by what CGC says, but it looks great in the case. Everything looks in great shape. And let's see what a 9.2 goes for right now. Okay, and I'm back. I'm just going to put a picture right here so you can see the book a little bit better. So for a 9.2 on eBay, I'm looking around and it just sold about October around $1,250. So from $700 that I paid for the book originally, for the express fees and that, I'm around about a $400 profit if I decided to sell for that number. Now, hopefully, because everything slowed down with Invincible being in between season 1 and 2 on Amazon Prime, hopefully things will pick up. But again, I'm not looking to sell it anytime soon. I'm going to enjoy it on my wall for now, and it will look great beside all my other comics. And just a quick breakdown of all the first appearances from this book. Of course, we have the first appearance of Invincible, the first appearance of Deborah Grayson, the mother of Invincible, appearance of Titan, the first appearance of William Clockwell, Invincible's best friend, the first appearance of David Hiles, the physics teacher, first cameo appearance of Adam Eve, and of course the first appearance of the science dog. And there's also, it's mentioned here that was about 10,800 copies sold in 2003. So just a few other items that I've picked up recently, starting off with from Heavy Metal, Never Never issue number 1 in the first print. I was able to pick up 2 copies from my LCS. They happened to have them in the back when I mentioned it. He was just about to put them on eBay, so it made a deal for about $8 each. So I think I did pretty good on these 2. And just the synopsis for this, it is a dark tale of Peter Pan. A young girl will face her greatest test, an island full of immortal cannibals with a dark secret that sustains its existence in the most most unnatural and awful of ways. I have not got a chance to read this yet, but I'm really looking forward to the series. And thanks again for a few people in the comments section that recommended this book for me to pick it up. And I was recently at a flea market and I came across a Ghostbusters toy. As you can see up here, I'm trying to finish the set off from the Ghostbuster toy line from the real Ghostbusters. And this was the Gooper Ghost collection. There was about, I believe, 3 or 4 of these style ghosts where you can put the slime in, use the back of its tail, and it would puff up the slime. Only if you had it was the red slime. The purple slime was horrible. That came with some of the characters, but the pink slime from the Fire Hall was the best slime for these types of toys. I ended up paying $40 for this, and on eBay and all that, it seems that they go over $100. And I'm sure now with the new Ghostbusters movie that just came out, most of these toys will go up a little bit more. But I'm really happy to have this guy in my collection. I had this guy when I was a kid in my collection, but I couldn't find him after I went through my parents' basement to find all my old toys. But really to have him in my collection, and he'll be going up there really soon. And last but not least, and I haven't showed you guys yet, my Tales from the Crypt pinball machine. So once this is installed, this will be a great video to go over the machine. I just got this in today. Let's take it out here. This will be the second mod for the Tales from the Crypt pinball machine. I ended up putting a color DMD board in it. And the mod that I ordered is a small TV screen that replays Tales from the Crypt was a TV show, so it will replay over and over again the intro of Tales from the Crypt. There's a great spot for this. I really hope the instructions are inside. I've only watched a YouTube video, but if I can find that video, I'll put it right here. But yeah, so it'll show the crypt keeper inside the haunted house, and it will just keep on replaying it while you play the pinball machine. So what did you guys think of my Invincible issue number 1 in a 9.2? Please let me know in the comments. Do you think that was a good investment for $700? And of course, minus or plus the Express. Again, because it was for my personal collection, I should have just waited and just sent it into CGC and waited for the 4 to 6 months that hopefully will come back. But I was really excited for it once I got it back from the comic doctor. And of course, I bought this in April. So I was really looking forward to be putting this on my wall. And let me know in the comments if you're reading Never Never, and also are you a Ghostbusters toy collector? And for the pinball enthusiasts, do you guys mod your pinball machines or do you just leave them factory? So that's it for this video, and I really appreciate you watching till the end, and welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you're new here, if you can possibly like, comment, and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see everybody on the next one. Take care.